Welcome to another video. I'm human, and today we're going to talk about why am I skinny but I eat a lot. I'm not gaining weight. And in this case we're talking about the people that are skinny and want to gain weight, obviously. As implied by the thumbnail, as implied by the title, and there's that. So, basic knowledge, calories. We already discussed this before. Actually, I haven't done a video in English, but basically, for those of you that don't know, calories are what help you to gain weight or lose weight or maintain it, depending. Let's say, for example, I don't know, a base diet. Let's say my base diet is, let's say, to be able to survive, I need to drink like 2 liters of milk, let's say. Obviously, it's not balanced, but let's say that. I would need to drink like, I don't know, a liter of water. Have some vegetables. Have some vegetables around, like corn and stuff. And yeah, stuff like that, let's say. And my number that I need is, let's say these are my calories, right? So let's say to maintain my calories, or I mean, to maintain my weight, these are the calories that I need. Let's say it's 2000, right? Okay, if I want to gain weight, I would need to have probably around 2400, something like that, 2300, depending. If I want to gain weight. And if I want to lose weight, I would need to be like 1700, right? So for this, what I would need to do in the case of skinny people that want to get bigger for some reason, either for muscle increase or stuff like that, basically you would need to increase it. But here's the catch. Eating a lot doesn't mean that you're eating enough calories, mainly because of two things. One, maybe you're not eating calorie dense food. What does this mean? This means that, for example, I don't know, you're eating like 2000 grams of spinach, which is a lot, and you eat like, I don't know, 3 hamburgers, and that's it. The hamburgers are calorie dense food, but not the spinach. So let's say that the hamburgers just one day, but the other 6 days of the week, you just eat spinach. In an extreme example, you're not going to gain the weight, because in average, if we divide the calories by the week instead of just like that one moment, then it would not be to the amount that you need to gain weight, right? So for this, what you would need to do is to maintain the daily calories. I mean, you can obviously compensate with some days or another, depending on how much, how busy you are in the day, but that is what you need to do. And one thing was the caloric dense food, because for example, you may be eating like a lot of tuna, but tuna doesn't necessarily have a lot of calories. So you may be eating a lot of tuna, feeling that you're full, but then you don't have the calories that you actually need to gain weight, right? And the other one is you're not eating the food in general, like not just caloric dense food, you're just not eating the food. I already gave the example of the 3 hamburgers, but let's say, for example, let's say that here, these are like 8 meals, 8 big meals, right? I mean, I don't know where they are, but here they are. Let's say that one day, this is what you need to eat daily, let's say, if you want to gain weight. You eat this, and this, and this, and more in one day, right? Like, oh, very big, like a lot. Then the next day you just eat this, and this. The next day you just eat this and this. The next day you just eat this. The next day you eat all of them and like 4 more. Then the next day you only eat 2. If we do the math and do the average, probably you're doing about like 4 or 5 meals per day. And if you need the 8 meals in average to gain weight, then guess what? you're losing weight. So what you would need to do is to actually track what you're doing. You would actually need to track that you're eating the food, right? That you're eating the food that you need. Okay, so leaving that out of the way, now talking directly to you. If you want to gain weight, look more or less onto a caloric calculator and see how much calories you need to maintain your weight. Take into consideration your age, take into consideration your sex, if you're male, female, take into consideration your height, and take into consideration the exercise you do daily, like the movement, how sedentary are you or how active are you, right? Take all of this into account and it will give you like how much you need, right? For example, if you are way too sedentary, well, you would need your baseline and you would leave it at that. Well, adding just a little bit. But if your baseline is without activity and then you do a lot of activity, then you need to eat more than that. So if the baseline would be like 2000 and to have a surplus would be 2200 calories, if you're active, you would need to raise that probably like to 2600, let's say. I'm just giving random numbers. Everything applies to you personally, so you have to look up what applies to you, all right? Right now I'm not giving directly you a plan. Right now I'm just giving a generalization. So that's what you would need to do if you would want to gain that weight, right? Obviously now, if you want to add muscle, it's not that you just eat the food, eat the calories, and that's it. Eating the calories, yes, it's good to gain or lose the weight, but what is important, at least for building muscle or maintaining it, is how you distribute your nutrients. Because you have three main macronutrients, which are fat, carbohydrates, and protein. What you mainly need to balance for the muscle is the protein. Obviously, you need to balance the carbohydrates and the fat, but the main one that if you don't consume will not help you as much to gain the muscle would be protein. So for protein, this is an estimate. This isn't exactly what it applies, but let's say that you're trying to gain the weight and gain the muscle, you would probably need to add around I would say like 2 grams. Let me see in height. Well, maybe a gram and a half. I don't think 2 grams are necessary. Probably a gram and a half per centimeter of your height. Sorry for the people that use inches and feet. I don't know the conversion, but yeah. And I talk in kilograms because that's what I use. So sorry if you use another thing, but you have it Google to convert it from kilograms to pounds. So go ahead. Grams. Yeah. I mean, it's applicable. Well, and that's what you have to maintain. So yeah, that's it. And well, then carbohydrates. Obviously, you need to balance them so you don't eat too much. If you eat too much, then you're going to probably gain weight, gain a little bit of fat. And also, but you do need them because carbohydrates are important. For example, after exercise, what you need more than protein are carbohydrates, because those are the ones that are going to help you rebuilding that moment the muscle. And fat. Obviously, fat, you need to have it at a low point, but you still need to consume fat. I'm no nutritionist, so I would recommend to say nutritionist or look up a healthy amount to balance them out. But that's what I can tell you. So yeah, to end the video, to finalize everything, basically you're not eating enough of what you need. If you're skinny and you're not gaining weight, and that's what you're looking for, it's because you're not eating enough. You may be eating a lot one day, but then the rest of the days you don't need that much. So that's it. It's basic stuff, but you need to take it into consideration, right? Well, my name is Human, and in this self-improvement journey, take matter into your own hands, because if you don't, nobody will do it for you. And find your own path in this journey. So, I'm Human, keep improving, and I will see you later. See ya.